my name's James and welcome to R&R, the show where I react to and review some of the latest and greatest music videos. Today's going to be a 2-for-1. First up, checking out Chinchilla's Little Girl Gone official music video, and then straight after going into the live Requiem version. Very keen to get into this one. Let's go. James from the future here. Sorry to butt in. I just have to let you guys know that there were some technical issues during the recording of this episode where the camera was playing up on me. So there will be some moments where the picture drops in and out.
So I heard you're back in town and haven't changed a bit, man. You get off talking down to the little man. Time you get what you deserve. Wow, you're so fucking stupid. Been a while since my head was this polluted. Lucky I know my own words. So you wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? From a gangster, run little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear ya. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been at work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw ya. Hands on my head, help every day. You ding, hold my earrings for my debut. Cause I pack a punch backed into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn ya.
Ooh. A minute 25 in, what a complex track. I honestly don't know where to start. I think the obvious place is the vocals, because there is a lot going on there. Obviously, starting off with those vocals that we get in the intro, amazing sort of stacked harmonies going on there, lots and lots to unpack. I'm gonna have to go back and really sink my teeth into that intro. I guess something that happens a lot with tracks that try to attempt that same big a cappella vocal intro is that a lot of the time either the vocals don't carry over to the verse and then never seem to like build up back to that intensity of an a cappella, where that is not what happens here. As the vocal moves over into the verse, the vocal stays super strong, but there's still room for it to grow, and boy does it grow. Obviously there's these sort of leaps and bounds as we make our way through the verse and then into the pre-chorus, and it does, a perfect thing there with that little sort of vocal break back to just the vocals, and then boom, that chorus really kicks you in the face. And again, the fact that it is just a minute and 25 in and we've already experienced such a wide vocal range from Chinchilla. Amazing performance so far. I was thrown off a little bit at the start of the verse by some of the more intense vocal processing that's happening. And as many of you mentioned previously in my video covering Cut You Off, everything Chinchilla does is, self-produced and very much on purpose. And also, as I mentioned in that video, I think the intention, I could be wrong, but I think the intention is just to bring it up to that kind of modern pop standard. And it's one of those things where it's like, kind of doesn't need it, but I understand where she's coming from. But yeah, that's just the vocals. I've spent all this time just talking about the vocals, and obviously, yeah, chorus, so much energy. But the track as well, wow, there's again a lot going on there. The relationship between the kick drum and the synth bass is perfect. There's this moment where I'm sort of thinking, is there a kick drum or is it just sort of this pulsating synth bass? But then as the synth bass gets a little bit more sort of grittier, that separation starts to show itself. And, it was just perfect that the syncopation, the way that those two very key elements are working together, both compositionally, rhythmically, but also within the mix. Amazing. There's also some really interesting stuff. You have to really be looking deep for it. It's kind of right in the background. It maybe sounds like a guitar. It could be, maybe just some sort of synthesizer and potentially a strings patch or something like that. But there's these little candy, sugary sounds that are right back there, just adding these nice little textures in. And then of course the vocals as well, getting to like the mixing of the vocals, the panning. There's some awesome panning stuff that's happening that just gives the vocal some really nice movement, particularly in that sort of pre-chorus section where it is just going back to the vocal. Wow. Impressive so far.
Did you think I'd be easy? Snap me like bamboo, hold me into the sole of your jackboot. Wish I could bottle the taste, 'cause I drink up that look on your face. So you wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? You keep on trying, boy. I like your blood on my teeth, just a little too much. So bite me, slap me round the face. Now I'm twisting your arm till I hear it break. I get stronger every day. Yeah. Little girl gone, got the gun from my gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear you. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been a book and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Hands in my head, up every day. You ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. 'Cause I pick up one spiked into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Whoa. Again, second verses are always a little bit hard. Sometimes it can be hard to sort of throw in some new elements, something different, so it's not so copy-paste. We get a little bit of copy-paste here, but I think, again, just that vocal performance, really moves the song along, really sells it. So I don't think there needs to be too much more going on within the track. But I was really, really glad when in that second chorus there is a little bit more going on, a few new elements just to really enhance it, make it familiar to the first chorus, but add some variation in, little things vocally, little things. There's kind of like that siren sound every now and then in kind of the later half of that second chorus. And that's kind of all it takes, is just that something a little bit extra. And then obviously, something I haven't mentioned is on screen, we get a really great story playing out, entertaining. Obviously, the outfit, 10 out of 10. Not something I'd personally wear. I'm a bit more subtle, but I think Chinchilla is really selling it. It doesn't seem inauthentic. It doesn't seem like a costume or anything like that. It seems this is Chinchilla and this is the energy, the person she is, or the person, at least the artist Chinchilla is. I think it's really selling it. The confidence in the outfit, the music, even the acting out of in the scenes that we're getting. Super cool.
Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Hands in my head, up every day. You ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. 'Cause I pick up one spiked into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn you.
What a different way of approaching a bridge. Now that I've only just had this realization, but short sweet and effective. That little bridge section just gives you that sort of like a bit of a reprieve, a bit of a little breathing section for your ears, because, you know, I think you've just gone through this barrage of vocal layering and, you know, big heavy beat in the track. So to give you that sort of little touch of here's some space, but at the same time, it's not a simple thing. There was that tiny little moment, a second and a half, 2 seconds, where, you know, there was just this little vocal sample that had a very intense tremolo effect on it. And like most people probably not going to pick up on that, but something, again, it's just kind of this like little ear candy moment for anyone who's really in the moment, listening to it, looking out for these little tricks that really set this track apart from a lot of pop music that's out there. This is definitely a track, as I mentioned at the start, there's so much going on musically, in the video, lyrically. I didn't even touch on the lyrics. There's just so much going on. Honestly, I can't fault it, really. There was 2 tiny, minute moments where, again, you know, sort of like, as I mentioned, like just those moments where there is a little bit too much vocal processing happening just for my taste, but it's so minute that I can really get past it and really just fall into the track and enjoy, you know, the other 99.9% of it. I'm definitely gonna listen to this one a few more times, but I can get to that later. Let's get into the live Requiem version.
Say that again now. Didn't quite hear you. Say that again now. So I heard you're back in town and haven't changed a bit, man. You get off talking down to the little man. Time you get what you deserve. You're so fucking stupid. Been a while since my head was this polluted. Lucky I know my own worth. So ya wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? You keep on trying, but I like your blood on my teeth just a little too much. So bite me and slap me around the face. Now I'm twisting your arm till I hear it break. I get stronger every day. Yeah, little girl gone, got the gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear you. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been at work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Hands up my hair, half every day. You ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. Cause I pack a punch back into a corner. Come at me to tell me I didn't want you.
So I have to admit, I was warned, I guess you would say, that when Chinchilla is doing her live versions of the studio recorded songs, that they are not direct recreations, which is a really good thing. I very much prefer that. Obviously here we still get the same melody, so that's still familiar to the original, but of course tempo, you know, the fact that it is just a single electric piano with very nice background vocals, it really puts the attention and the focus, at least for me, more on the lyrics. You know, I mentioned just before that I hadn't even really been listening to the lyrics. There was so much going on, where this, I think, serves the lyrics more rather than the track as a whole. It's more, let's give the lyrics a real time to shine and their moment of purpose, or for us, the audience, to really understand their purpose. So that's kind of what I'm getting more from this one. At least that's kind of like what I'm more appreciating from this one. Obviously, you know, performance so far has again been fairly flawless. You know, it's a live in studio track. Again, maybe just a small minute detail that is something that kind of bugs me, and I've mentioned this before in other R&Rs, where when there is this post-processing happening, particularly with reverb or delay effects, that sort of thing really takes me out of the live aspect of it, or at least when there hasn't been so much attention to detail to capturing or using the right style of reverb to sort of fit the environment, which is something that, you know, is quite easy to do, particularly with certain types of reverb plugins where you can use, you know, like a room algorithm. Again, you know, that's just kind of my taste. That's where I feel, you know, there could have just been that little bit of extra attention put there, just so for certain people, me, they're not taken away, or it's like, you know, you can really focus in. But it, again, really a minute detail, you know, that I would think, you know, 95% or more people probably aren't going to care about. I do like the framing, the focus. I kind of appreciate the fact that, you know, you do have the pianists there, you do have the backing vocalists there, but they are blurred out, you know, darkened out. All the focus is on Chinchilla. I like that. I like the fact that it isn't just, you know, Chinchilla on screen, because again, that would have been another thing that kind of would have just taken me away, and sort of I would have been a bit weird on it. But I think this is good. This is almost perfect. The only other thing I want to touch on right now, and something I'm going to be looking out for more of as the track progresses, is this camera work is not what I was expecting, particularly when that chorus comes in and there's that sort of super zoom in. That was really cool. The fact that there is that sort of camera operator performance element enhancing this as well, I think that's really cool.
Did you think I'd be easy? Snap me like bamboo, mold me into the sole of your jackboot. Wish I could bottle the taste. 'Cause I drink up that look on your face. Woo. So you wanna fight me? Are you big enough? Kick the back of my knee. Are you serious? You keep on trying, but I like your blood on my teeth, just a little too much. So bite me, slap me round the face. Now I'm twisting your arm till I hear it break. I get stronger every day. Yeah, little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Say that again, I didn't quite hear you. Mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been at work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Hands up my hair, how very dare you. Ding ding, hold my earrings for my debut. 'Cause I pack a punch back into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn you.
There's so many great little one-liners here. I loved, there was that one lyric which was, I'm gonna get it wrong, but it was mold me into your jackboot. It offered this such a vivid image, which is great. I love that. I love that sort of lyrical style that really provokes a story and an image, particularly something like that's visual, that you're like, ooh, it just hits that little bit extra harder because you can create that image within your mind, within your imagination. There's another sort of more funnier little one in there where compared to that, which is a bit obviously much more darker, but in the chorus where she says, hold my earrings for my debut, I think it was. I've probably gotten it wrong, but yeah, just a funny little, like, quick little line that again for me, it just gives you that extra bit of perspective and that imagery that you can create to start to piece together a story, at least, if you are experiencing this version first. If for some reason you kind of just stumbled across this, hadn't seen the official music video, the lyric that we get in this is able to offer that imagery along with it. So that's quite impressive. But I think that's, again, kind of comes back to my theory of this version is for highlighting these lyrics, this story that Chinchilla is offering to us as the audience.
Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Little girl gone, got a gun from a gangster. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw you. Hands off my hair, how very dare you dig. Hold my earrings for my debut, 'cause I pack a punch back into a corner. Come at me, don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Damn. Ooh. Those little moments where Chinchilla is really pushing the limit of her vocal, and then she breaks and then is able to come back so seamlessly, is super impressive. Just really shows her ability, her vocal control, really shows that she knows her vocals so well and what she's capable of. So going into this, I kind of thought, maybe I would do a comparison between the two, but honestly, at this point in time, I don't think it's necessary, nor is it appropriate, because really, I think at the end of the day, the studio song is a pop song that has some amazing lyrics, amazing story, but it is a way of Chinchilla amassing an audience and showing, her ability as a songwriter, producer, lyricist, vocalist, musician, all of the above. And then for us, the ones that are a little bit more in the know, we can start to decipher things and see, or even sort of theorize, I wonder what this would sound like stripped back. And then we get that with the Requiem version, which I think just has a completely different purpose. As I said, I really think the Requiem version is allowing the lyrics to shine. Again, I think for me, it's all about these lyrics and the story that encompasses them. It was definitely a great decision just to go with the piano and just the two backing vocalists. You could have easily gone with maybe 4, 6, 10 to really get a closer recreation to the original song, but those two backing vocalists, top job to them as well, because they really gave an amazing performance, along with the pianist as well, of course. Also the way that those vocalists were mixed as well, the backing vocals really added a nice full picture to the sound, and I think would have been too much. I think if there was more, less is more in this instance, I think, at least within that setup of a pianist and backing vocalists backing Chinchilla here. I could keep on talking all day, I think, about this one, but I think now's a good time to cut it off here. So that's it from me in this one. Be sure to let me know, what are your guys' thoughts on Little Girl Gone by Chinchilla, both the studio version and the Requiem version. If there's anything that I missed, please let me know down below in the comments section. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out one of these other videos appearing before me, and you'll catch me in the next one.